Let cash accumulate over days and chase the check. I gotta let this money chase the check. I gotta let the money work for me and chase the check. Cash accumulate over days. Let cash accumulate over days and chase the check for days. Let cash accumulate over days and chase the check for days. Let cash accumulate over days and chase the check for days. Let cash accumulate over days and chase the check for days. Chase that check. I gotta get that money. I gotta chase that check. But you ain't got no spend, and you ain't chase no check. Then you ain't get no money, then you ain't got no tech. And I can bleed it, and I can trust it, and I can bleed what I wanna do. I want it, and I can bleed what I wanna do. I love it. They hating on me in public. I love it. But I be chasing money, and I be chasing honeys, and that's my fucking problem. I'm a fucking dummy, but I'm a curse one, and that's one day, honey, and you gon' get that one day when I'm done chasing money. Let cash accumulate over days and chase that check for days. Let cash accumulate over days and chase that check for days. Let cash accumulate over days and chase that check for days. Let cash accumulate over days and chase that check for days. Let cash accumulate over days and chase that check for days. Let cash accumulate over days and chase that check over days. Chase that check. Yeah, chase that check. I had a moment of silence, cause I be chasing that check. And this shit so crazy, I don't even stress. Yeah, the bitch laugh, but that ain't the first time she laugh. It's like a boomerang, she come bouncing back. Just like on the day, yeah, she do a spin, yeah, she do those spins, yeah, she spit on that tail, yeah, but I'ma stay on point, I gotta get that money, just like my joints, they spread out, and I fly my wings, if I was a bird, I'd be a wing. Yeah, you get it? Yeah, that's first class shit. First class, you don't even know what I'm talking about. Bitch, I'm the pilot lit. I'm the pilot lit. Business owner. I represent. I'm from the fold. Everybody throw up that shit. Let cash accumulate over days. Chase that check for days. Let cash accumulate over days. Chase that check for days. Let cash accumulate over days. And chase that check for days. Let cash accumulate over days. And chase that check for days. Let cash accumulate over days. And chase that check for days. Let cash accumulate over days. And chase that check for days. Let cash accumulate over days. And chase that check for days. Let cash accumulate over days and chase that check for days. What's up, ladies and gentlemen? This is the recap coverage with Let Cash Accumulate Over Days. Today is August the 13th. It is Sunday evening. I hope you had a wonderful weekend. Pretty much. I hope you had a wonderful week last week. But it's a lot going into this week, you guys. And before we go any further, this is recap coverage from the stock and crypto market. These are live ideas of thought and studies. This is not financial advice on this stream or with this company. So with that being said, ladies and gentlemen, really, man, right here, I got this pulled up. This is my business card. This is Let Cash Accumulate Over Days business card. So if you're trying to contact the business owner, these are the ways, you can get at him. Or if you don't have his direct number, Facebook, Devin Parks, Instagram, Let Cash Accumulate Over Days, even Snapchat, Boo Boo DP, Twitter, aka X, at Let Cash. And if you don't want to reach me on any of those platforms because you don't be on those platforms, reach me on my Gmail, letcashaccumulate@gmail.com. We check all of that. We check the Discord. We check everything, man. So reach out, you're looking for the owner. That's how you contact them. If you're looking to get involved or figure out what this company is even about, that's how you contact the owner. But let's go ahead and get into what happened this week and what happened Friday and what's going on next week, you guys. A lot of stuff happened over the weekend, but indices closed mixed. The S&P 500 closed down, the Nasdaq closed down, the Russell 2000 closed up, the Dow Jones closed up, the VIX closed down, and that's the vibe, that's the mood. It's mixed up, man. It's definitely mixed and confusing when you got a dog shaking things up here right now, and that's just what's going on. That's the vibe in the market overall. That's the vibe in the overall economy right now overall. So it's a lot of stuff really going on, man. But staying calm and staying patient, and just like I said, opening up your thought process. That's all that matters to the individual investor. Don't get caught up in all the tornado, everything is going on, because it doesn't have anything to do with you, as far as market conditions and as far as we're talking market. But man, it's real. It's real. It's real right now. What's going on? What's happening? The market basically just went up. This little short little. If you're new to this and you're just tuning in, the market has been going up for 6 to 7 months now, and it's just now starting to come down. But we don't know that yet because every time we thought it was coming down within those 6 months, it was still going up. But as of right now, currently it's coming down. The market is coming down. The top is in sorter. It's in sorter, and I say sorter to say because the numbers are still high. So we're in an overall bull market, but bears got momentum. So meaning, if you're a bull investors, they like for the market to go up. That's what that means. This is market terminology we're talking. Bullish is up and bearish is down. So you got some people in the economy over the world, big time investors, rich people, regular people, they want the market to go bullish all the time. And then you got some people who want the market to go bearish all the time. And then you got a neutral line right there where, it's people like LCAOD. We don't really care about all that. We don't really care which way the market is going. We're just trying to follow along and learn something and earn something. So that's what we're here for. That's what it's really all about. And that's what you got to know, and that's what you got to remember. And just don't get confused. Don't become an animal. It's just not worth it. Financially, literally, it's not worth it. So at the end of the day, man, just know the indices closed mix, just catching you up. But that's what's been going on. Indices closed mix. We had a lot of data that just came out last week. We got a lot of data to go over that's going on this week. So let's go ahead and get into it. But just know that's the vibe right now. It's mixed up right now. We don't know if the market's going to go back up or is this really the top right here. It's about to come down. So that's what's going on right now. The market is mixed, but we got data going on this week. Let's go ahead and get into it. Before we get into it, just know this is what happened Friday. The S&P 500 and Nasdaq Composite closed both Friday session and the trading week lower. The S&P 500 ended the session down 0.1%, while the Nasdaq Composite slipped 0.6%. On the week, the S&P 500 and the Nasdaq finished down 0.3% and 1.9%, respectively. It was the second straight losing week for both, and a first streak of 2 down weeks in a row for the Nasdaq this year. Just really realizing it as I'm reading that that is true. So the Nasdaq, think about that. It's just been going up this whole entire year, the past 6 or 7 months, you guys. It just now had its second straight losing week and a first streak of 2 down weeks in a row for the triple Qs that per se, or the Nasdaq, like I said. So wow, just think about that. That just means it's been a lot of buying. It might be to that point where, it was so much buying, it might match out with a lot of selling. You just never know. Or, there's a pause right now for a reason because maybe there's more buying stepping in and it's probably about to go even higher. So it's going either way. Just know that by the end of the year. But just knowing that the NASDAQ, this is the first time this year that it's 2 weeks in a row it closed down finally. So the bears are just now getting a relief moment. Think about that in reality and respectfully. So just understand what's going to happen next, and it's going to be a bigger move. And just know, like I said, the bulls have been running things, and they are currently. It's a bull market. Don't let anyone confuse you.
It's a bull market because of the chart says so and the numbers. And you know, at the end of the day, the Bears do have momentum, like full, like not slipping momentum, like full on, hard on grip momentum. That's what the Bears got right now. So it is going down currently, but hey, overall statistics saying right now, this is the first time this year that the NASDAQ has been down 2 weeks in a row. That should tell you a lot. Top 5 things to know right there this week. Notice Fed FOMC minutes. That's big. That's going to be real big data this week, you guys. Fed FOMC minutes. You may see Jerome Powell this week. You may not. Haven't heard anything about it. Jerome Powell, he's just a Federal Reserve speaker. He's the guy, you know, check out the actual money that's printed out, the actual currency, the dollar bill that you have in your wallets right now. Or some of you, if anybody has any money on them, you can see Jerome Powell's name is written on it. So he's the guy. He's the leader for the Federal Reserve. And he's the one that really gets the printer rolling, and he gets the printer stopping if he needs to. So whatever he got some control of the printer. And it's a group thing, it's a group effort, but just know he's the leader. So that's what's going on. The FOMC minutes this week. Basically, they're going to be updating some data for us on Wednesday around 2 p.m. And that's going to be real key. It's going to be very volatile Wednesday, so be on the lookout for that. And you know, just really just see what's gonna happen, and then go from there. But to each his own. U.S. retail sales data this come out Tuesday, you guys. That's gonna be in the morning at 8:30 a.m. and that's gonna be important too, for real. Because you got a lot of retail earnings this week. This is a big week for retail, you guys. You got Walmart reporting, like Home Depot. You feel me? You got John Deere. You got Target. Like, it's a lot of retail companies that's about to report this week, and they got data at the same time. So just know that's about to get very volatile in the market. So all eyes will be on that. Attention is shifting away from the AI, artificial intelligence stuff, as you can see. NVIDIA has been selling off ugly, and AMD as well. So we're looking at all that as well, But just know though, the AI stuff, the artificial intelligence stuff, is coming right back up full force because those companies that's were leading them rally. And they're coming down now. It's looking ugly. They got earnings next week, so yeah, they're gonna have to do something there. You're either gonna step in and save it, or it's gonna get ugly. That's just what it is with that artificial intelligence stuff. So it looks like momentum and attention span is shifting to retail sales and retail companies this week. That's what it is for sure. And like I said, these earnings that's going to be reporting, that's really the key for real. So 3 things to watch on Wall Street this week. Fed minutes, 2 p.m. on Wednesday, 1. Number 2, U.S. retail sales on Tuesday at 8:30 a.m. Just see how the market reacts to it and how the market's going to react to it the whole day. And then you can look out for the earnings on that day and the rest of the week. And number 3, Walmart earnings, you guys, is big. Home Depot earnings is big. And Target earnings is big. So if you're new to this, you don't know what earnings is. Earnings is basically just the companies in the stock market. They're reporting what they've earned in a 3-month span. So it's quarterly earnings. They have to do it by law because they make a lot of money and everyone knows it. The government knows it. So they make them report earnings every 3 months. What you got the bag or not. So earnings is really like a 50-50 thing when you're playing and when you're investing into it, because you can win big if you're correct, and you can lose big if you're wrong. So that's how earnings is. It's 50-50. It's really like a gamble in the stock market. That's really what it kind of is. But the market is not a gamble. This is not a casino. This is a business for sure. So at the end of the day, though, you just got to know that earnings is different. Most people play earnings after they report. It's safer that way. But to each his own. You can't hit on this stuff too. LCAOD has hit on a lot of earnings. So, we have lost some earnings too as well. So, seen it all, but, just saying, from best perspective, it's definitely a gamble when you're playing it before. It's definitely better to wait till afterwards, but to each his own. But be looking out for these companies, though. Like I said, it's going to be real big, man, for real. These earnings that's going to be reporting Walmart, Home Depot, and Target, the big 3 this week. And it's really looking like that's what it's going to be. All eyes on for real, man. One stock to buy, one stock to sell this week. Wall Street's on this now. LCAOD ain't saying this. I'm just giving you the 411 to drop on free game on what Wall Street's saying right here. They're saying one stock to buy, one stock to sell this week. buy Walmart, sell Target. Hey, to each his own. Just be on the lookout to see, if it's true, or if it's false. If it's false, obviously it's a sell Walmart, and if it's false, obviously it's a buy Target. So you feel me? Just be looking just to see what's going on. If Wall Street is correct on this, buy and sell, or they're wrong. That's just what it is. That's how those players work. But we're gonna see for real. Economic data this week. That's the biggest thing. Always you follow economic data. We always follow economic data. That's how we become profitable. We're not guessing. So retail sales this week, you guys, Tuesday, and that's gonna be key. Like I said, Tuesday is key. That data is key. Tuesday is a big day. You got New York Fed PMI index data. That's key. That's going to be another, that'll be around probably 10 a.m. Be on the lookout for that between the market opening at 9:30 a.m. and around 10 a.m., somewhere around there. That data will come out. And Wednesday, housing starts. Wednesday is a big day for data as well, building permits. And then the Fed FOMC minutes Wednesday, 2 p.m. That's a big day. So we're going to get volatile on Wednesday with the economic data, jobless claims data on Thursday, key, and then the Philly Fed PMI index data. So you got New York Fed and Philly Fed, this week. But Philly Fed PMI index data is on Thursday, you guys. So be on the lookout for that. And that's going to get volatile. Basically, this is going to be what's moving the market this week. Big day too between Tuesday and Thursday is going to be real volatile. So we're going to see what's going to end up happening. But these are the most notable earnings to look out for this week. This is what we're looking at here at LCAOD. This is I got a lot of clients all over the globe, and everybody's talking about playing different stuff. The stuff that's highlighted in the red boxes, and I'm gonna just call out some that would be really good to play, before or after earnings. Home Depot is a good one, and C Limited will be a good one, and Target, that'll be good. That earnings. All eyes on Target for sure. It looks like Target could possibly be the one of the week. So we're going to be looking at that closely. And then Walmart, that could be another one that could be the one of the week. So, the best one of the week or worse, we're going to see. That's just what it is right now. But these are the most notable earnings. Applied Materials, John Deere, et cetera, et cetera. And we'll be looking at all this all week with the recaps going on further throughout the week. But let's go ahead and get into the charts and numbers. That's pretty much it as far as data and what you need to know this going into this week, you guys. And all the clients, y'all got the free plays already. But as you can see on the headline this week, we got 3 new plays. Really 4, because we look at the SPY all the time. So the SPY is technically not really a play, but we're looking at it all the time. But we're actually gonna look and play at it this week. So we're doing the SPY, and I sent the plays to the clients. We're looking at AMD, we're looking at Amazon, and we're looking at Caterpillar, you guys. So those are the 3 free stocks. They're free plays this week. You're gonna look out for these companies. They're gonna move this week for sure. Caterpillar, Amazon, and AMD. So follow along. Those are free plays right there, and just gave you free game with the data. Let's go ahead and get into the charts and numbers. Yeah, though, indices closed mixed. I hope y'all had a wonderful weekend. It's time to get back to business. Let's go. So the SPY. Woo! This is the drawing I drew on Thursday, you guys. And it looks accurate. We're starting with the SPY here. It looks like, okay, so the white drawing here, I drew this before the algorithm chose to, before it happened. The algorithm chose to choose what was going to happen. So it teased, and remember I said too, hit that like, subscribe button, check out the last recap. I said that, it was probably going to be one of those choppy days where because the day before that was too volatile. So it was just going to be one of those choppy days where, they'll move a lot, but it'll stay in a range. And they did. They stayed in a range. But, we drew out this up here to the upside. So we knew it could get back here at 447, 448. That failed. So it failed here at 446, and that's where we noticed it. So it came down. We did play the SPY though to the call side though on Friday. We actually brought it throughout the data. I think consumer sentiment data came out at 10, and we brought here and we sold here. So we brought calls on the spot here when the consumer sentiment data came out, and we sold there. We sold there because I'm not going to be the one to try to say, oh, it's going to push through and go to four, because I'm not pushing like that. Even if I was, I wouldn't care. I made my money. I'm in and out. Boom. So, good luck to the next crowd. If they can get it up, of course I'm going back in with you. But, this didn't really see that at all, and kind of figured that would happen. So it did come back down. So, that's where the Bears still got a lot of momentum, because now we're just seeing 450 just get erased, far as that was critical support. And now it's looking like that's a top. It'll never recapture it. But could definitely recapture it, though. It's only $5 away. So it's just looking real shaky right now with the bearish momentum. So you're starting to see a little bit of fear step in. But I mean, honestly, guys, until you can get these numbers down extremely lower, to like $20 lower, we're still in a bull market. So you just got to really realize that and understand that and stay calm. But there's a lot going on in the short span. But that's pretty much what happened, though. That's what we ended up doing, though. In and out, boom, there. So, like I said, the drawings really was correct. So at the end of the day, because we drew it here, we figured that support would step in right here at 443, and it did. So, and then you got your resistance right here. So all they're doing is making the resistance and the support shorter and shorter every day, as far as the numbers are. Looks like, they're going lower as they're doing this resistance and support thing. Resistance and support thing. You see what I'm saying? Like, every time they do this, it just looks like we're getting lower. So the downgrade is happening before our eyes, for sure. You can't not acknowledge the downgrade right now. And you just want to be cautious on the spot in the overall market, because, at the end of the day, it can go either way. And I tell my clients, I tell everybody that all the time. Every time the market closes, it can go either way. And it is what it is. So at the end of the day, man, knowing that it can go either way, we're going to prepare for that, obviously, day to day. And I'm going to erase the drawings. Y'all check out the last recap. Y'all know what that meant. And, you know what I'm saying? Go further with it. But we're going to look at it from the one-day perspective here on the spot. Let me see something real quick. So we're having a little bit of a technical difficulty. Let me refresh my chart. Haha, fixed. So that's cool. Awesome. We're looking at the SPY. Okay, yeah. So yeah, I'm gonna erase the drawings. Like I said, let's go ahead and look at the SPY from the one-day perspective. Going into tomorrow, you guys, what to expect? There's really no data tomorrow, so it could be a lollygag type of day where they can really credit spread, and that just means they can go really slow, or really just stay in the same range like they just did Friday. You may not see a breakout until about maybe by the end of the week, and all these earnings that get reported. It just depends. It really does depend. It's a lot of data to be released this week, so we're going to see. But from the upside levels, going into tomorrow, what you should be expecting on the SPY from the upside levels here. The SPY needs to recapture 448. I'm going to say it again. The reason being because it's a lot of chop zone in this area here. Yeah, you got your gap fill, but it just went up too fast to come back down. So it's just one of those things where it could be wiped out. And it's just a level where it needs to just be recaptured. If the bulls are serious about really taking the market higher towards the end of the year, like they're saying, obviously, 448. That's the levels to the upside. That's what you need to be looking out for tomorrow. If it breaks, if you see the SPY break up to that, and it breaks and it looks like it's going to hold, it looks like 450 is the recapture level now. That's what everyone's hollering. So just be on the lookout for that. If you do see it going bullish, if you see it break above 446, obviously is the next level is 448. So be on the lookout for that to the upside level on the SPY. Now to the downside, Bears got, like I said, strong grip and momentum here to the downside. So may not even see that. So if you don't even see all of that, or if you feel like it's getting shaky here in this area, then more than likely it is probably going to pull back. So to the downside right here, tomorrow I'm looking for 444.66. If that don't hold to the downside, next level is about 443.39. And then I think it'll go ahead and break and finally flush to 442. And you'll have another lower low, and you guys, another lower low pattern. And it'll just continue to prove that the Bears are serious with that momentum, and they're fighting hard with this downgrade to try to get the market down here, back to their market. So yeah, you know, that's what it could be either way, going into tomorrow, going into the day after that, by the end of the week. Be on the lookout for that on the spot. Triple Qs, you guys. Now triple Qs now. Said not really looking good with the AI stuff anymore as of now. Looking shaky right here at critical support. So to the upside levels tomorrow, I'm expecting to bounce back to about 367.70. If that holds, next level is 369.50. They can recapture that. It might hold through and push to about 370, 371. I think that'll probably be a nearing top. I don't think the Bears gonna just let the market break out this easy, because it hasn't done it yet. If you look here, so this would be a recent top that Bulls can pull on the triple Qs though. Seriously, so be on the lookout for this level if it does break back to the upside. Now to the downside, the Bears, now, like I said, they got a lot of momentum here, got a strong grip on the market here right now as of now. A lot of downgrades, a lot of negative stuff starting to just roll out of nowhere. And, you know, it is happening right before our eyes. So just be cautious. Like I said, be cautious because the Bulls can get tired of that and take it back up, or, you know, the Bears could really be taking it back down. So it can go either way. So to the downside tomorrow, I'm looking out for, if this 366 level don't hold, the next low level I'm looking for is about 364.82. And if that don't hold, the next low level is 363 to the downside. And the Bears will have another lower low and continue the momentum here to the downside. DIA. Upside levels for them tomorrow. They just need to break back to about 354. They pop back there. The next level is 356. You have to retest this right here. That's what they're trying to do. I think that's what they're trying to create right now, before they go anywhere. You know, and if they don't recreate that, then it's just gonna look like it's a lot of downside for them. But these are the upside levels though. So you know, 353 to about 354.50. You got to break through, and then, you know, if you see it at 356 coiling, then you might get that breakout at 358 on the DIA. So these are the levels that can still obviously happen, even though it's not looking like it right now because they had a lot of momentum to do it here, but they haven't. You know, they just took the market back into here. So this could be your downgrade, like I said. Just be on the lookout for the downgrade already being priced in as well, and you're not getting all this as a downgrade. So either or can happen, but you know, just know that's the upside levels on the DIA right now, and you know, it can go that way to the upside. But if not, here, Bears got strong grip here on the market, as we know, and here to the downside. If you know 352.40 don't hold, the next low level is 350.80. If that doesn't hold, expect to flush all the way to about 349.25. And then you're going to have a lower low. The Bears are going to keep the momentum going, but we're still in a bull market, but they're just keeping the momentum going to the downside if that's the case. So, you know, it can go either way here. You know, remember the targets here to the upside, and then just remember the targets here to the downside. So be on the lookout for it going either way on the DIA once you see the momentum going that direction. IWM. The IWM, you guys, upside levels for it. They need to get back to 192. They can get to 192. You may see it break to about 194 on the IWM, and I think that'll just be where they're trying to coil and double top at right here. And just to prove that, you know, that we're still in a bull market. And before they even try to take it even higher, I think this is the first stepping stone now, because, you know, it's just been wiped out a lot here. Like I said, Bears taking over as far as momentum, not the overall market. But, you know, so that's just what it is right there to the other side. But to the downside here, you know, 190.50 don't hold. The next low level is 189.79 back test. And then if that don't hold, you're going to see that flush to about 187.60 here, and another lower low to the downside here on the IWM, and that'll keep the bearish momentum going. VIX volatility, the speed of the market, you guys. The VIX is the speed of the market. The VIX is the direction of this ETF right here, this sector right here. This is what this means. The VIX volatility, S&P 500 index. This index right here. It's CFD right here, $14.86. This controls the whole market, you guys. This controls the speed of the market, the direction of the market. If the VIX is up, the market is down. If the VIX is down, then the market is up. If you see the VIX playing games, then the market's mixed. That's just what it means. So remember that when you're trading, investing, whatever you're doing, if you're in the stock and crypto market, just know volatility means everything. You know, you want to know how fast stock is moving. You want to know what direction it's going. That's how you become profitable. If you don't know that, you're probably not going to become profitable. So you should know this about the VIX, the volatility, the S&P 500 index, the speed, the direction of the market. This is what this is. This is what this does. This is why we follow it. So the VIX, you guys, close right here, $14.86. Right, red candle. So the VIX has been spiking up, right? The VIX has been spiking up. That's why you've seen the market kind of like cheek laying down. You've got a kind of a top end right now, and the VIX spiked higher than it did last time here. So you kind of got a top end right now, like I said, and you've been seeing the video and etc. All these companies sell off because it is right here. The VIX is where it's at right here where I just circled. The VIX was just down here. That's why you're seeing the market high, extremely high. So you got a gap up on the VIX, and this gap is still not filled. This gap is still not filled right here on the VIX. So you want to be on the lookout for that, because that's going to fill eventually. And if it's not, then the market is going to sell low. It's going to go lower because the VIX is going to spike higher. So that's just what you should know about the VIX right now. And that's what's going on. Either that gap is going to get filled and you're going to see the market re-rally and go higher, or that gap is not going to get filled and you're going to see the market go lower from where it's at. So that's what's going on right now in the VIX. So upside levels tomorrow. And if it's up, the market's down. So I'm looking for a spike back to about, to me, the VIX got to get to about $16.45 to really see the market pull back. You know, fill this candle right here, you know, and then go from there. You'll see the market pull back. Now to the downside, if the VIX, you know, decide not to go that way, to the downside, the VIX still are close to filling that gap here. So I'm expecting a gap fill at $14.30 here to the downside. And I think you'll see the market hold up at least and start to go back up, climb back up slowly. You see that gap get filled there, because if it gets filled and go, the next level after that is $13 and about 92 cents. If that gets filled, then you're really going to see the market push and climb and start to climb up slowly or fast, but they're going to start to climb back up. So be on the lookout for these levels on the VIX going further. Caterpillar. We're looking at Caterpillar this week. This is a free play here this week we're looking at. And the reason why we're looking at Caterpillar, you guys, we called Caterpillar out 3 months ago. And it's on one of these recaps. Check them out. You'll see CAT posted. But we talked about Caterpillar doing this before they done this. And we talked about Caterpillar basically doing this around, when we talked about Caterpillar doing this, you guys, it was around this area. They're up here now. I have clients that are, you know, crying their eyes out daily because their life has just changed tremendously due to that call out. You know, they went long, they took the advice, and congratulations to them, you know. And I love this type of stuff, man, because it's life changing. It really is. And when you can just, you know, tell someone something, you just give someone the word, the knowledge, and it could change their life financially. It gives you chills, man. It's a good feeling. It really is. You know, but humbly, humbly going further, you know, I really think, you know, it's a lot more to it. Far as, you know, knowing what to do now after a tremendous win like this. Uh, but to each his own. But you know, definitely called this out, like I said, around that time when they were right there. But Caterpillar is now up here at 285, you guys. So it's the summertime. I mean, like I said, you got a lot of construction going on. Like I said previously, before 3 or 4 months ago, whenever I talked about them 2 months ago, I don't know. But Caterpillar, man, it's a lot of stuff going on. They do a lot of construction. You know, they do everything pretty much when it comes to summertime activity. Uh, when it comes to the manly stuff, the heavyweight stuff. You know what I'm saying? Caterpillar got a lot involved with that, and they showed it this summer. Hell, they did. So you know, and people are saying this can really keep going. You guys, it can, but you know, if the overall market is going to downgrade, Caterpillar will too. So just be on the lookout for that going further. But I really do think that this right here, they just had that earnings where they got this pop up here. So they went from 275 or 262, excuse me, to 293. And, you know, it could be a possibility that they are trying to at least double top here before they try to get that downgrade going for them too as well, or here. Or if there is not a downgrade, you're going to see Caterpillar push to at least 300. That's what's going on. But I think they're definitely in a double top momentum form right now because a lot of people's catching on and starting to realize like, whoa, they did go up in this short time span. There was so much stuff happening, but Caterpillar was really moving along with the market. But you know, like I said, got some clients that held all the way through. Some people are really still holding on to their last their last one per se. They call it the leave a leave a what they call it, the last one, leave a winner or whatever they say. Just leave it, and don't care. Got some clients up to that point, but then I got some clients, like I said, you know, they already done sold with the earnings move, and so just looking to buy back, but trying to understand when and what direction. So nothing wrong with that. You know, we were looking at Caterpillar this week, but like I said, it's still summertime, you guys. You got to understand that. Um, I don't think they're just gonna just come down after a tremendous earnings like that. Even though the market is getting downgraded, yeah, they're at least gonna Caterpillar is at least due for at least one more pop before they start to come down, just because that has been a terrific earnings, you guys. So like I said, I really think it can pop here going further. So going into tomorrow, upside levels, I'm looking out for on Caterpillar, you guys. If 285.50 break here, the next level I'm looking out for is 287.50. If Caterpillar get there, you guys, it's a possible chance we get to 288, and the target is 290. I think Caterpillar really can move another $5, like I said, and that'll put you in that double top area. As you can see here, looking out, it'll put you in that double top area, but not the actual top. The actual top is this, but it's not filled. 294, 293. So Caterpillar, like I said, they can double top here for sure at 287 or 290, but a double top is looking like it's just primed to happen with them just with this terrific earnings, man. Look how big and green that candle is. A lot of people brought into that. You know, they can keep that momentum going up. It's still summertime, like I said, a lot of stuff still being built, a lot of construction going on. And then, you know, nowadays, man, you know, the world's back 100% strong. So you got a lot of artists, it's been a lot of artists and concerts and stuff like that. Caterpillar got to move all that stuff around for these artists to get those shows going. You got to think about all that. Man, they're involved in everything pretty much. So, you know, they're all over the road. You know, their tools, people use their tools. So Caterpillar's everywhere. So just expect that upside level to break here, especially if things are good tomorrow. They're definitely going to do that to the upside levels right there. That's what I'm looking for and expecting. Now to the downside here, it can go either way. Can't, you know, even though they had a wonderful earnings, can't singly rule them to be, oh, they're gonna do this, because no, it can go either way for them too as well. They've been doing good, you know, and they could be to the point where, oh, everybody, they notice everybody see them doing good, and then now they want to try to act like they're gonna come down. So be on the lookout for that too. That's what I'm saying with Caterpillar. It can go either way here. To the downside, if it does go down, I'm looking for a break below 284.10. If that don't hold, the next low level is 283 here to the downside on Caterpillar. And then you know, if that's looking like that's not gonna hold, Caterpillar will probably flush to about 280, and you'll have a new lower low end, and a complete top end for sure. As far as their earnings just came in, you know what I'm saying, it'll be a complete top at that point if you see it flush back down to this way. So Caterpillar's going to do one of the two, you guys. Going to look out for that this week. Amazon's another one that was another good earnings play. And as you can see, like I was just explaining Caterpillar, Amazon's looking like they can hit a double top in form too here. That's what I'm seeing. And, you know, if the earnings was really good as it say, it's going to do that double top in form. I'm telling you guys. So be on the lookout for that. And just know they got a lot of momentum. Amazon had a wonderful earnings. SoftBank in talks to buy Vision's funds 25% stake in ARM. You know, so it's a lot of stuff that they got positive going on with Amazon right now. And remember, it's summertime. People are ordering. Really, this is the time where, you know, you really have people ordering already ahead of time, ahead of schedule, far as like, you know, buying for Labor Day, you're buying for Halloween, you're buying for Thanksgiving, you're buying for Christmas now already on Amazon, because, you know, it's summertime and you want to get those things ahead, because during that time when it's the actual those months, those prices are going to be extremely high. So you're probably not going to want to buy it then. And if you are, you're just going to be like, it's because you love and care for someone or whatever the case may be. But other than that, man, Amazon is looking really, really strong to the upside, going further. So like I said, be on the lookout for a double top pattern. But if not, obviously the top will be in. They're going to at least come back to chilling at 135. So I'm thinking it can go either way. But just be on the lookout for that going into tomorrow, you guys, on Amazon. And like I said, I think you see that break to the upside here above 140, the next level is 143 to the upside. So that's what I'm looking out for on Amazon. But to the downside, like I said, if you don't see that push above 140 at all, I think it's going to really flush back down to 135 here. And, you know, you may even get 133, you know, if it's really looking like the earnings was capped out and it's going to start just coming down all the way. So be on the lookout for Amazon to go either way, going into tomorrow, going further. AMD, last but not least, AMD, the chip makers, been hurting, man, been getting clapped here 3 months out. They had earnings too. This was their earnings. And, you know, it doesn't look good now because now they're here. So, and like I said, they said there's a chip shortage slowly and things of tech stocks are slowing down. But, you know, they're saying it's a chip shortage apparently with AMD or NVIDIA or something like this. So it may be rippling affecting on Apple and AMD all over, whoever's dealing with the artificial intelligence stuff, the chips and all that stuff. So who knows? But some people are saying, man, it likely won't last. So some people are saying, you know, the time when you wanted it, when you wanted these chip stocks, when you wanted these AI, artificial intelligence companies to get low, get cheap, this could be your chance right here, and it could be your last. So that's what some are saying. Hey, you know, so you got to look at it from both perspectives, because it really could be your last chance to buy a low at these AI names. Or, you know, it is going to continue to flush, but I think you want to see that. So it hasn't been doing that. It hasn't been going all the way down. It's right now, it's AMD's at a critical support area. That's all I'm seeing when in doubt, zoom out. But it could definitely bounce from here, because if you look back here in July, that's what it did. You look back there in June, it definitely bounced. So AMD's right back at that bounce level, or it really will flush this time. So that's what we're trying to see, and that's what everybody's trying to see, and that's what's going on. So going further, like I said, the chip shortage stuff is either a lot of people over panicking, or there really is a chip shortage. So that's what's going on. So upside levels tomorrow. I'm looking for AMD to get back to 109. If AMD get back to 109, the next level is 110. If AMD recapture 110, then they're gonna have bullish momentum, you guys. It can really push you back to about 111, 112 zone here if it really finds strength at 110. So be on the lookout for that going further here to the upside on AMD. Now to the downside, it can go either way right now. Bears got a lot of momentum, obviously. So to the downside, 106.44 here. If that don't hold, the next low level is 105. And I think, 105 don't hold, you may get a flush below that and stay below that and to 103 here to the downside on AMD. So you can go either way. That's what we're looking out for on AMD going further. That's it, though, you guys. We'll be back tomorrow with another recap, and we'll see what happens tomorrow. And you pretty much got the levels lined up and all the free game and free info, free plays that you need to know before it's about to take place tomorrow. So check back with an update. We'll be back tomorrow with another recap. Stock futures rise slightly on Sunday evening after sluggish start to August. That's the headlines right now. And the futures indices are green here. We are green right now, but saying it's a sluggish start to August right now. That's what's going on. So yeah, you guys, that's it. Pretty much it. And we'll be back tomorrow with another recap. But this was the recap with LCAOD. I'll see y'all tomorrow. Peace.